beyond that, the sad and disturbing news from the Cubs centered around Jake Arrieta, who I'm going to make asshole of the week. Uh, Jake had started out the season okay, and then basically became the worst starting pitcher in Major League Baseball in the last three plus months. In fact, his final outing as a Cub, they lost, I believe, to the Brewers 10-0. And he, in the post-game interview, basically bullied an old man for wearing a mask during the interview process and was released just mere hours after that incident. Bruce Levine, probably the preeminent baseball reporter. I've got issues with Bruce from time to time, but he is definitely the most respected and longest running Chicago baseball reporter in the city. Was wearing a mask during a Zoom press conference, post-game conference, just asking basic questions out of Arrieta. And Arrieta just was a total dick about all of it. He just said, basically, Bruce, I would appreciate if you took your mask off, which has nothing to do with anything. Not sure how that affects Jake Arrieta. In fact, it points out Jake Arrieta's dickishness and hypocrisy in that he is an anti-vaxxer and, stands on the personal choice soapbox. It's his choice not to be vaccinated. Meanwhile, he is calling out other people for making a personal choice and wearing masks that can't hurt you at all, can't hurt anyone, where his anti-vax stance has the potential to hurt a lot of people. So just for being a dick and for being a complete hypocrite, I'm making him asshole of the week. I think David Haw from Mully and Haw on The Score put it perfectly. He called him a surly, selfish, science-denying tool. Like that says it better than I could. And that's why David Haw is a professional broadcaster and I'm the amateur podcaster. So I couldn't sum it up any better.
Yep.
Jake then somehow gets picked up by the absolutely desperate San Diego Padres to pitch a game in Colorado of all places, and he summarily shits the bed. 5 earned runs on 7 hits over 3 1/3 innings. Then it was revealed that he's got a hamstring injury or something, but I think that's just another excuse for it. He's just terrible at Major League Baseball right now. It's sad. I think all of it is sad. The end of an era ending in such a weird way, in such an abrupt way. Jake was the centerpiece at a time for the world champion Chicago Cubs. He was basically had the best, if you combine the end of 2015 and most of 2016, that is the best run. It's the best stretch of pitching anyone's ever put together. Including at least one no-hitter. Were there 2 no-hitters in that?
Yeah, I think so.
Unreal. And a world championship. So Jake was a hero, and he's, kind of living up to that. I saw somebody post the meme for, Batman the Dark Knight, where Harvey Dent, is that his name? Two-Face says,
Two-Face,
either you die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. And I feel like, if Jake had just never come back to the Cubs, he would have died the hero, but now he comes back and he's a total villain and just looks like a piece of shit. And it's just sad to think about the heights that team went to. And we always thought of whatever team, finally wins the World Series for the Cubs, those players, that manager, that whole thing, those guys will never be able to buy a drink in the city again. Their meals will be paid for forever. They will be celebrated for all time. And I think that will eventually come back. And we need time and space that those feelings will come back. But the way this ended is so gross and just such a bad taste in everyone's mouth.